Leslie, please tell us about this new ebook that Weber Shandwick is releasing today.
Sure, I'd be happy to. Weber Shandwick has always been interested in providing new ideas and insights into the role of the corporate communications officer, which we call CCOs. So we surveyed veteran CCOs in North America, Asia, Europe to ask them what advice would they have for incoming CCOs. And the book really has the do's and don'ts of what to do in those first 100 days.
Why are the first 100 days so critical?
The first 100 days for any officer coming into a company is very critical. For CCOs, it's even more critical because there are risks and opportunities and challenges that they face from day one. There's no time really to get trained or get used to the job because every day there's a crisis or an issue that needs to be dealt with. Those first 100 days leave an imprint on the organization, or they leave an imprint on the tenure of the individual.
So how is the role of the CCO evolving?
The challenges to CCOs are much more critical than they ever were before. There are greater demands on them for crisis expertise and strategic counsel. In some of the research that we've done with KRC Research and Spencer Stuart, we recently found that nearly 6 out of 10 CCOs around the world are reporting to the CEO. And that's been a 10% increase from a year earlier. So you can see how important this position is to the functioning and the success of the company. Also, when you look at what's happened in the world today, we have different cultures, 24/7 media, we have different time zones, and the internet. You realize that CCOs are operating in an age of radical transparency, and their skills are more important than ever.
What are the 3 lessons that CCOs recommend to those just starting their new jobs?
The ebook that we developed has 12 lessons in it and also talks about challenges facing new CCOs. But I'll give you a sampling of 3. One of them that we learned from the CCOs is that there's not one communication strategy that fits every company. So one size doesn't fit all. Second, there was a great suggestion about CCOs preparing their own first 100 days plan to take to the CEO and get the CEO's buy-in. Often CCOs are very busy working on their new CEO's plan, but the idea is do your own and show it to your CEO. And the third piece of advice, which was very wise, was to go and read the Arthur Page 7 Proven Principles of Public Relations.
Was there anything that particularly surprised you?
Well, nothing really surprised me, but some of the advice was really right on. And one CCO said that you really should be prepared to change your perspective. So when you come into a job and you think you know what needs to be fixed and you know how communications must be restructured and messages should be delivered, this individual CCO said, get ready because things are never what you think when you start on day one.
What did CCOs say are their greatest challenges today?
Well, CCOs seem to have many challenges today, but one of the ones that was a common thread was building credibility within the organization for your job function, showing other officers and senior leadership that communications can drive business success. Another interesting challenge, of course, came up was understanding all of the new media, social media that's available now to channel your messages. So getting up to speed and getting the organization in sync with how the world has changed. A third challenge that was mentioned was maintain your stamina. Don't just overwhelm yourself so that you're so totally exhausted at the end, and make sure that you get some sleep, someone said. And one of the other challenges, which the book actually, our ebook, ends on, is hold on to your hat. It's going to be bumpy, but it'll never be dull.